In this video, we're doing a total body workout. That's right, we're gonna work out your entire body only using resistance bands. Now, the type of bands that I'm gonna be using today are by Toro bands. These are some of the best bands I've tried. They're great for heavy duty workouts if you need high resistance. They have up to 350 pounds of resistance, and I made a video to show you a special review to show you why I love these bands. There's also a link in the description if you would like to purchase these bands. Also in today's video, I'll be using an Ultra Anchor, and this is made by Bodylastics bands. It makes it so that the workout can be seamless by having anchors on the top, middle, and lower portion. This makes it so we can move along quickly with the workout. You don't necessarily need this to do today's workout. I'm also going to show you alternatives if all you have is that one door anchor. But if you're serious about working out, this may be a good investment for you. During the video, I'm going to be going over different techniques that's really going to help you with those details. And this is going to help you develop muscle and burn body fat. All these details are very important to make sure you get a full, good workout. So make sure you really pay attention to all the different technique tips. Lastly, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this is one of my new favorite things. It's a water bottle by Larq that uses ultraviolet light to purify the water in your bottle. You literally just press this button here, and they use an ultraviolet light on the inside to kill all the bacteria, so you can always have good, clean, fresh water no matter where you go. I have a link in the description if you want to purchase one of these bottles by Larq. Now, enough talking, let's go ahead and work out. All right, so we're gonna begin by working out our arms. So I already have the bands attached here to make the process seamless. So we're putting our bands on our bottom door. Use about a medium length band that you would normally use. And then you're gonna make sure that your arms are fully extended, and you're gonna come up. You can do either a cowboy stance or a staggered stance. I like the staggered stance right here. And then you're gonna go ahead and make sure these are on your grip. You're gonna come up and squeeze. Keep in mind, I'm not rocking my body. I'm keeping myself stable. I'm making sure I'm squeezing at the peak contraction. Making sure that I'm breathing, back straight, squeezing at the peak. Right here, that's where I'm squeezing. Keeping those arms away from the body. All right, now that I'm done with that, what we're gonna do is just take off these handles here real quick. And then we're gonna hold the bottom portion here like a fist, and we're gonna do some hammer curls. So we're gonna come straight up just like that. You should really feel that tension at the top. Now the key is you wanna let it down as slow as you come up. So that way you can get a contraction on both ends. Same thing, feet stable, coming straight up to your head, squeezing at the top. All right, gonna let that go. Going with our top, where you can put your door angle at the top of your door. And we're coming back until we have an extension here in our arms. Going with a staggered stance, chest out, coming up and squeezing those biceps. It gets really tough when you come in to do that squeeze. That little detail is so important at developing your biceps. Make sure you breathe. Come on, a couple more. All right. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go right into our tricep pull down. So you're going to use that same handle. All right. And you're going to keep your back bent at a 40-degree angle. And you want to make sure at a 45-degree angle, you want to make sure that your elbows are bent in this exercise. Not straight, but bent. And you're gonna come down and you're gonna squeeze those triceps. I'm gonna step over a little bit so y'all can get a better angle. Squeeze until they lock out, back up. They lock out, back up. That's what we want. And then from there, what we're gonna do is, if you have the Toro bands, you should have this type of clip. If not, you can tie a knot. And what I'm doing is, I'm making sure that I put this around like so, as you can see. And I'm gonna do a tricep kickback. See, I'm using my hand right here to brace, so that way I can get more power when I'm pulling through with this tricep kickback. And you wanna make sure you get both sides. Now I'm gonna come over here on the other side so you can see how that looks here with your tricep. See, I'm keeping my body stable, and I'm coming straight back with my arm. All right. And now we're gonna go from this this single use to a double use here. We're gonna do some tricep extensions. I come backwards like this, and then we wanna make sure, the key is, we wanna make sure that this right here, that's where your stretch is. Your stretch is for your tension. And you come up and squeeze straight up. Keeping that body stable, not rocking. As you see, I'm more upright probably than you normally see at a gym, because a lot of this here, when you're going like this, you're using a lot of gravity. This is forcing me to work the tricep even harder. All the way up at the top. That squeeze at the top is everything. All right. I know you always hear that most of the workout is done in the kitchen. So with that, I created a meal plan. So you can go ahead and check out my free meal plan. If you click the link in the description, not only do you get the free meal plan, when I get deals on bands, certain other types of fitness products, I send those out first to my email list. So go ahead and check out that free meal plan, and you can get those exclusive offers and discounts. All right, so now we have everything set up for our chest. We're gonna begin at the top here, door anchor with a decline. So we're gonna come forward, give us a good stretch right here. We should really feel that stretch in the chest. Then we're gonna come down, just like so, and squeeze. You wanna squeeze right here at the peak of your chest, and you're coming down, and I want you to have the feeling of you're trying to squeeze your biceps together. Also, what you want to do is you want to make sure your arms are coming underneath. What you don't want is them to come over top. Underneath, that's what we want. Slowly, you want to squeeze that chest. All right, so after we're done with that, we're coming over here to our kind of upper middle anchor. You can do this also with a door at home. And you're gonna come and you're gonna get your arms slightly bent, but the key is your chest to be expanded, because this is the chest exercise. And we're gonna come straight and out together, just like that, boom. Coming straight and out together. And as you see with this forward anchor, I'm getting my hands in really close, and I'm really trying to squeeze in here in my biceps, right there at that point.
Just like that. And if you're already feeling this workout, go ahead and hit that like button. Keeping myself stable, only focusing on the chest. I'm not rocking myself forward. I'm keeping myself stable and I'm squeezing right at that peak. Squeezing those pecs together. Go ahead and making them grow. All right. So now it's time for us to get a good incline to get the upper portion of our chest. So we got a door anchor at the bottom. All right. So we're coming slightly bent forward, slightly stepping forward so we get tension. Make sure my band's even. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm not going directly up like this. I'm going forward and up. Just like that. Wide as possible. Explode. In close as possible. There we go. All right. And we're going to finish it out here with some good old-fashioned push-ups. So I'm going to get down like so. I want to make sure, a good key is that you want to keep your chest in a contracted state when you're setting up. So that's the goal we're going for every time we go up. And we come down and up. Just keep going. If you need, you can get on your knees, but just follow along with me. If you're watching this video and you're wondering, what type of bands is he using? Well, the ones that I'm using are by Toro bands. These are really good bands. I get sent a lot of bands. These are the favorite ones that I'm using right now. I did a whole review on a video and you can go ahead and check that out and you can see why I love these bands. I have an exclusive offer going on right now for people who are watching this video. Just click the link in the description. You can get the deal on these bands. All right, so now it's time to work out our back. And as you see here, I have this set up here. So I have 2 hanging on the door anchor, but I only have 1 connected because I'm gonna need more tension on the next exercise. So on this one, this is kind of like what we did with triceps. So remember I told you to keep your back slightly bent and keep your arms bent like this? On this one, the back is still slightly bent, but the arms are straight, and that turns this into a lat exercise versus the triceps. So arms straight, just like this. And you should really feel it kind of right there under your armpit, because that's where those lats are gonna start. And make sure you keep your feet stable and you're fighting against it, pulling forward and using your lats to fight against it. And when I say lats, I mean all right here. This is what we're going for. Keeping those arms straight. All right, so now we're done with that. We're just gonna connect that extra one that we already had there waiting. Look, nice and seamless. And then we're gonna get down on the ground. All right. And then we're gonna come wide and do a lat pull down. You're coming up and we're squeezing right there at the back. The whole point of the exercise is squeezing as hard as you can when you come down. You want to get wide, so you're going like narrow, narrow, wide, wide, back in narrow. That's how you should be feeling it. Come on, give it all you got. You want to make sure that chest is coming forward also. Keep that chest out. Don't keep it sunk in like this and you're leaning back. You want to keep it out and pull those bands back to your back. Just like that. All right, and when we're done with that, we're gonna get back on our feet. We're gonna grab our bottom band. We wanna make sure we have tension with this. And we're coming up and we're doing rows. So slightly forward, you're bending at a 45-degree angle, keeping those elbows in, coming up and squeezing that back. Trying to get more of the middle lower portion. Keep hanging in there. You got it. You control the band. Don't let the band control you. All right. Okay, if you're on a break right now, don't feel embarrassed. I take a lot of breaks. And when I do, I've been using this Larq water bottle here. The great thing about it is I actually saw it on Shark Tank. What happens is that you just press this button and there's an ultraviolet light in the inside that purifies the water. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, so I asked them if they could send me a bottle and if we can do something for the subscribers. So I have a link in the description if you'd like to purchase this water bottle. You'll purify any water that you put in this bottle. All right, for our shoulders, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna set this up on the bottom. I'm taking my band that already has the handle on it. I'm going through and I'm using the same loop to go right on the rubber. That we have one single band attached to a door anchor. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our band here with tension and we're gonna work out our shoulder. So what we're doing is we're coming straight up right here to the shoulder. Keeping that chest out. And remember, you can get close or further away to adjust the tension level that you need. That's the great thing about bands. You can make those little minor tweaks while you're working out. So all the way up here at the top, really squeezing that side delt. And then we're gonna do the other side. Just turn around, same thing. Get a little back angle of what's happening. Keeping that arm straight. We're not keeping it bent. Keeping it straight. Keeping those palms down. Feet stable. There you go. Just a couple more. All right. Now after that, we're gonna grab our band, unhook it, how we did for the single. Make it a regular double band. And we're gonna put this underneath our legs. All right. And we're gonna come straight up and do front shoulder raises. Now I found a tip that if it's hitting you a lot in the crotch area, you can get closer to the door and gives you a lower angle so you don't have to worry about that. I found out the hard way, so y'all don't have to find that out. Just straight forward. Remember, you can go back or forward for more tension. Go with level that is comfortable to you. And after we're done with that, we're just gonna step in the middle from being on the outside. We're gonna keep our elbows in, get a little bit closer to the door with a staggered stance with my feet. And then we're gonna come straight up with some shoulder presses. Now, if you're looking for more workout and more content, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, where I put a lot of different content on there, all these different workouts in bite-sized chunks, and just general day-to-day life. I also put the good and the bad and the ugly of things that I eat. So go ahead and follow me at Disciplined Dave. All right, so for our abdominals, we're gonna go ahead and grab our bands, door anchor at the top. We're gonna begin with tension. We're gonna keep our body straight like this, and we're gonna come forward and bend down and contract those abdominals. Keeping ourselves stable. What we want to avoid is that our bottom here, we don't want to just sit down in it like this. We want to make sure that we're coming forward to really squeeze those abdominals. So we're just not sitting down in a seat. We're trying to fight against that to give us more range of motion. I'll show you on the other angle. This is what we don't want. This is what we do want. All right. A couple more of those, and then after we're done, everything else is going to be on the ground. All right. Put this one up safely away. And I'm going to lay down here. I don't keep my hands planted, legs elevated, and I'm going to turn like this. Like this. One, just like that. And then from there, I'm gonna keep one arm out here to the side, as you can see over here. Put one behind my head. I'm gonna put my legs over to the side, and it's gonna give me a tremendous stretch right here in my obliques and my abdominals right here. So with that stretch, I'm gonna come and twist forward. Really get those abdominals. I'm doing it slow and controlled, so I can control it on the way down also. It's better to get a better contraction than just get a high number of reps in. And now I'm about to do my other side. So same thing, got that tremendous stretch here. I don't see my camera battery and everything here, but I got a tremendous stretch right here. Putting it behind my head. I'm coming and pivoting just like so. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna work out our legs. And as you see, I have them through these double loops here on my door anchor, but you can just put it on a single one if you have it at home. I just like it that better because it feels like my weight is distributed evenly. Now, when it comes to squats with bands, you really gotta focus on your form. What you wanna do is, you wanna get close to the door to keep yourself as upright as possible. And you see how my feet are? Instead of being straight, they're out this way. And I have my knees bowed out a little bit, so that way I'm in a perfect squatting position when I come down. So you want to keep your back straight, and you want to come down and up. Keep those heels planted. All right, now I want you to maintain this position. Now get the feet close together. All right, and you're gonna come up with some toe raises. Just squeezing up those calves. Straight up in the sky, really contracting, getting on the balls of your feet, keeping those bands together. So now, I want you to turn around here. And then I want you to get yourself quite a bit of tension. Put your leg forward, and then we're gonna kneel down, and we're gonna come straight up and squeeze the top of your leg, your quads. Go down a little bit more. Really want to squeeze at the peak. Change legs, do it again. Coming down, squeezing here. Keeping these arms straight. All right, and that concludes our workout for today. Now, if you're a fan of using split workouts at certain body parts that you're gonna focus on, I have a lot of other workouts for those too. Check those out. And if you're a fan of glute bands, I got great workouts with those. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, put the technique in your physique.